Hello. So, um, I haven't uploaded in a while. This is probably gonna be my first video in a year, but I've been playing VR games usually. I've been playing this game called A Township Tale, and today I'm going to take you guys to the tower. It's up there. You can see it in the distance. So, um, a lot of newbies they come to me and they're like, "How do I get climbing?" Because they see everyone else climbing surfaces, and the way you get climbing is you make it to the top of the tower. Once you're at the top of the tower, you you unlock climbing. It's pretty simple, but um, today I'll be doing a instead of all the speed running videos where people try to do it as fast as they can. I'll be doing it a pretty slow way so that it's easy to understand and process what's going on and what routes you want to go. Um, won't be doing any glitches in the tower. Um, I'll be doing it 100% legit. Um, so yeah, if you don't know where the path to the tower is, I'm in the quarry right now. Quarry is behind the mines, up the hill, and at the back of the quarry, just down here, you see in a second when I roll up on it. Down this hill is the start to the path down here, and you'll see there's a bunch of stuff on the floor that people are throwing around, but you see here's the entrance. Basically, we just start the path. So, um, it's probably going to take you about a 5 minute walk there. Probably a little bit less than that if you're just bolting for it. Yeah, I'll meet you guys there. So, another side note I forgot to add is along this path, the hardest bit to cross that you'll find is the mini forest. It's a pretty small forest compared to the actual forest. Um, and I'll show you right now. See right here. Now, I would go around or, yeah, either side. I would not recommend going straight through, as if you go straight through, there's going to be a lot of enemies called Goteras. These are the tree enemies. They'll shoot at you, and depending on what type they are, they can actually do a lot of damage to you. Like, for example, the redwood goteras, they're the strongest. They will take you down in like a couple of hits, so it's good to take those more indirect routes, as you will see, the continuation of the path is up there. So yeah, I will make my way through to the tower now. All right, we're almost there. Literally, it's right in front of me. I'll go ahead and flip the camera around, but you see it right up there. That's the tower. Now, the pathway here, you kind of want to be careful. Personally, I've seen a lot of people's stuff that they dropped when they died from them falling because these pathways, I don't think they're easy to fall from, but if you're not paying attention, um, obviously, you might fall off of here and die. No one could survive that fall unless you have climbing, of course. Um, so you definitely want to be careful while you're going on this pathway. There's also quite a few bits before here that are a little bit iffy, so you just want to pay attention on those parts so you don't fall and die. Because I've seen some player stuff down here, and it's not fun. Like you can even see it right now. There's a little glowy bit right there from something a player dropped when they died. So you want to be careful. All right. Alright, so we made it inside the tower. I'm gonna clear up a couple things about the tower that you should know. As you can see behind me, there are three signs over here, and each one displays some very important things. Like the first one, it shows you that you need to put, if you want to throw yourself off a ledge, you have to put your hand flat at the top of it, and you'll see me doing this when I'm throwing sometimes, and it helps you throw yourself better. And you want to make sure that you're throwing down instead of throwing like that. Um, the second one, uh, yeah, basically it's just all of them are teaching you that how to throw properly. Now to actually start the climbing trial slash climbing tower, you'll actually need to put your hand on this, and it saves all your stuff. You won't have your gear on you, but if you wanna get your gear back and stop doing the tower, you just hold it again, and boom, you have your stuff back. But of course, I will be hitting it. Um, you could see. I'll just tell you another thing. You get an orb from the checkpoint. Now there are 5 orbs for every checkpoint. This would be the first checkpoint. Um, and each orb weighs you down a little bit more, so it gets progressively just a tiny bit harder to climb. So you definitely want to be mindful of that. So if you notice when you're at like checkpoint 3 to 4, you lose grip easier and your stamina depletes easier. That's why. Weight, your character weight, has a factor into climbing. So yeah, if you hold, if you pull on a climbable surface too hard, you will lose grip and it'll ungrab. Um, you have a stamina circle on each hand. It'll show up right around your wrist. Um, basically, if it depletes too much, you'll start losing grip, and you'll have to keep grabbing to stay on. So it's good to climb fast. Um, don't get frustrated. I know my first time around doing this, it was very frustrating. I told myself I was never coming back to do this, but I came back, and it's been easier ever since. So yeah, I'm gonna cut the chatter. I'm gonna do no commentary on this part. And probably throw in some music, probably. So yeah, I'll go through this legitly, um, pretty slowly, so it's easy to tell what I'm doing and why. Um, and yeah, I'll go ahead and start now. All right. Once you've made it to the tip top, this button right here, it's the same as all the checkpoints. You just hold it. It'll give you your gear back, and it'll teleport you to the front entrance of the tower. Um, I hope this sort of slower run of the tower helps some people because I know looking at speed runs and stuff, it's not really fun. But I think doing it a little bit slower paced is it was pretty fun and should be helpful for the people who are looking to study how to do the tower successfully. Um, let's see. I did this run glitchless. There are several skips and glitches you can do. I would suggest looking up a speed run. I know Pink, he's well known in the community. He has a good speed run. I think he has the world record right now, and I, he's definitely used all the skips. The reason why I didn't do any skips in this is because I think they're pretty hard to just know, like learn them. So maybe seeing how you do it legit um, would help. Trying to do it the legit way. Now I used a couple of skips because there's a few skips where you have to glitch into things. I used probably I think one implemented skip where I ran off the platform into the window ledge. Um, you can, if you go and look at a speed run, and if you're interested in doing any of these skips, go ahead. Um, it makes it a lot easier. Um, but yeah, I I'm gonna head out. I don't know. I'll bring you with me. See my stuff, and we're back. Okay, now what I like to do when I bring people through here the first time is when we finish, I tell them, well, go ahead and test out your climbing. Um, once you actually get climbing, you can climb any surface, not just the climbable objects in the tower. Any surface you can climb. Now, climbing opens up a lot of aspects of the game. For example, if you go into the forest, um, the forest usually has pretty extreme terrain. You'll have mountains and stuff. Um, some mountains that you can't even get up unless you have climb. Um, I would be careful climbing in general with low health. As you should know, there are life fruits. You can grab those in it. Get your maximum health up. So yeah.